Fate helped me get back at my brother. I originally posted this in 2 parts as it was unfolding on our relationship advice. And a couple people told me to post it here. I didn't know this sub existed, but I'm happy it does. So, my brother, 23M, we're twins, is so mean. He's constantly doing messed up stuff to me. 23F. But the worst thing happened 5 years ago. I got my first boyfriend when I was 18 and a senior in high school. I know we were young, but I really loved him. We'd been dating for 10 months when my brother randomly decided, for literally no reason at all, to make up a story about how he caught me cheating, and tell it to my boyfriend. He planned it all out. He came up with details, he made it sound real. And because he's such a scarily good liar and a master manipulator, my boyfriend believed him. No matter what I said or did to prove it wasn't true, he believed my brother over me. My brother kept up with his act the entire time and refused to admit he was lying. At one point I thought I'd finally gotten my boyfriend to believe me. But then he broke up with me a few months later and confessed it was because he was still convinced I'd cheated on him and he couldn't move past it. He said, "The worst part is that you won't just tell me the truth, and not to sound dramatic, but that still haunts me. I want to cry every time I think about it. And I still miss him to this day. Also, I think it's important to note that my brother has never once apologized. He's so insanely mean that he just thinks it's funny. I even asked him once if he'd consider hitting my ex up and telling him the truth for my peace of mind, and he just laughed at me. I never got over what my brother did. And I always told myself I was gonna do the exact same thing to him one day." He's dated several girls since high school, but he'd never been serious enough about any of them for me to consider tricking them. I knew it wouldn't hurt him like he hurt me if I just tricked one of his flings or something. But he finally got his first serious girlfriend last year. And after thinking about it for a long time, I decided I was gonna do it. We live in different places now, so I had to do it all online. I used a different method than he did. I contacted his girlfriend pretending to be the girl he'd been cheating with. I made up an elaborate detailed story like he did to me and even photoshopped proof and stuff. I made my story even more believable than he made his. And exactly like he did to me. I went as far as denying it even to him because I knew he might use my texts, calls to prove to his girlfriend that it isn't true. He knew I was behind it, though, solely because the girl I made up doesn't exist and there's no one else that would do this. But I kept denying it. His girlfriend wholeheartedly believed me. And my brother kept calling and texting me and begging me to give it up. Even though I still wouldn't admit it was me. He was manipulating me and arguing that it's different, because I was younger when he did it to me. And my relationship wasn't serious. But my relationship was serious. And like I said, I still miss my ex. My brother really messed me up. I have empathy though. He doesn't. And I was starting to feel bad for his girlfriend because she's innocent. I was kind of regretting everything and thinking that maybe I should tell his girlfriend the truth. For her sake. Not his. But then, his girlfriend asked me a question which led to her admitting that she's been suspicious of him for a long time. So I pried a little bit and encouraged her to look through his phone. She told me she couldn't because she didn't know the passcode and he wouldn't give her access to it. I guessed a few passcodes I thought it could be and gave them to her under the guise of seeing it once but not being sure which one I'd seen. That was kind of dumb, but I couldn't think of anything else to say and she didn't question it. She got in because it ended up being the same one he's had since 2012 when our dad got us iPhones. And made us use the same passcode. Idiot. Anyway, lo and behold, It turns out my brother actually cheated on her and my setup was the reason she found out. He's been talking to and hooking up with multiple girls for pretty much the entirety of their relationship. I'm not surprised, because he's a terrible person and cheating seems right up his alley. But I'm shocked at the same time. I literally can't believe things worked out this perfectly. It feels like a dream or something. The universe loves me. I hate to revel in his girlfriend's misery, but I was feeling guilty about her being collateral damage. So I feel like this is the best possible outcome. My lie ended up being the truth. Well, not exactly, but you know what I mean. So I didn't scar his GF or leave her with permanent damage for no reason. All my interference did was speed up the process of the truth coming to light. In fact, my brother may have been able to hide his cheating forever if not for me. He probably would have just manipulated his GF and/or refused to give her phone access forever. She hasn't broken up with him and I'm honestly not sure if she will. IDK how relevant that is, but it attests to how manipulative he is. He screws people over all the time but somehow always gets his way anyway. It's honestly infuriating and scary. Anyway, I'm still not going to admit to my brother that I'm behind it all. Because there's no point. That would just get me in deeper trouble. I got a comment on my original post that said, "Deny till you die, baby." And that's exactly what I'm planning on doing, lol. Life's crazy. With a brother like him, you don't need an enemy. At least you're not living with him anymore. But seriously, fuck him. He sounds like a boss. Just a word of caution. Your brother may try to escalate. Keep your eyes open. Wow, your brother sounds like a sociopath. Seriously, I'd go no contact with him. Save whatever evidence you can about this. Then when he gets another GF, just send her said evidence, including contact info for the last GF. If he texted you anything that admitted to any kind of guilt back when he lied, you might be able to send that to your ex. Even if he's seeing someone and it leads nowhere, at least you can get some closure and the truth out there. Wow, I'm sorry about how rude your brother is to you. Family isn't supposed to stab you in the back like that. Don't only deny it. Keep warning girls that he's a cheater manipulator. Now you have a real story and material to post on our nuclear revenge. If your brother had admitted anything over text, screenshot it. It's too late to save your past relationship, but it could help you save ones in the future, permitting you're not already partnered. Also, keep your distance. Keep him on an information diet. His behavior is actually somewhat alarming, and I wouldn't put it past him to seek revenge for your behavior. Someone like this cannot be trusted. Wow, that is amazing. Sleep well at night, op. Hey op, you got your revenge. Now back off. For real. Your brother sounds like he's seriously messed up. Back off. You don't know what crazy shit he might do next time. Just a warning. If you think you're even now. Nope. Not in his mind. Best be careful. P.S. I'm pretty sure he knows it was you. Keep denying. Of course. But be prepared. He had zero right to judge the seriousness of your relationship or to downplay the seriousness of what he did. My best friend, at the time, cheated with my fiancé. At the time. This happened during our third year of college, though we'd been together since senior year of high school. Years later, she told me sarcastically that she was sorry she broke up your little high school romance. Bitch. We were living together and planning our wedding. Shit. My parents met in high school and had 3 kids in their 10 years of marriage. That a little high school thing too? Make sure you tell any future boyfriends this story. Or at least the most relevant parts. Pretty early in, so they know not to believe your brother if when he tries it again. In a previous job we did recognition training for psychopaths and sociopaths. Your brother sounds like the classic psychopath. Your brother is such a boss, liar, manipulator, and cheater. You did not deserve what he did to you in your happy relationship with your ex. I am glad you finally got back at him and have one question though. Before you found out about him cheating for real, did you feel satisfied that you got back at him? I think your brother might be a sociopath. Do your research on what that means and adjust future actions accordingly. He clearly has no empathy and no issue hurting you for his own amusement. That ain't family. That's an accident of blood. Your ex believed your brother over you. It shows he trusts and respects another man than he respected you. You deserve better. Wow, you guys are twins and he treats you like that? The guy is clearly a head case and he deserves more than what you gave back. Seems the word karma is apt here. I have identical twin boys and I have always hammered home how important it is for them to grow. Their relationship, bond together as family, should not be taken for granted, and relationships must be nurtured properly over time to reap the long-term rewards. Did you tell your family what he did? I am a huge sucker for siblings treating each other with respect, and God help my kid if they treated each other like your narcissistic brother did to you. He sounds like a complete sociopath. Good on you for getting back at him and exposing him for the slime he is. So he confessed to you in texts that he lied to your BF when you were younger. Screenshot that shit and text it to your old BF. It was a while ago, but it still hurts you. This way at least he'll believe you now. You didn't hurt her. He did. You saved her.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.